Well, hello, everyone. We'll be with you in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. Do the intro. There you go, recording in progress. So, hello, everyone. This is Lynn Hamilton, your lead instructor over at Samson Properties. And in this session of the Learning Trails, we're going to talk today about the newsletter, pop buys, how it ties in, how to leverage that sucker. Because I think one of my favorite words, because you all hear me say it a lot, is leverage. Leverage. That is basically taking something that you already have available to you, and literally using it to the max, using it in more than just one way. And this is what we have done with our, I'm going to say, the one page grab and go newsletter. It is designed literally to be a grab and go. It is not designed necessarily with vacant, empty blocks that you have to go in and create your own content. It is designed with real estate marketing tips in there. Um, it is designed to kind of hit a broad audience because again, here's where all these puzzle pieces come together. Your sphere, your clientele are DISC personality styles. We don't know what they are, but we're all a little bit of all of the above. So we've tried to make it, I'm going to say neutral, but here's the mistake that often agents will make. They will try to rethink it and rewrite it because that's not how they would do it. Well, guess what? If your clientele is all exactly like you, then rewrite it. But the majority is you're going to have a broad, when you go to a smorgasbord, there's not just one item on the smorgasbord buffet. There's lots of different things to accommodate lots of different tastes and lots of different eating styles. So think about this the same way with your database. There are lots of personalities in there. Some like one thing, some like something else, but you're just trying to, give that little, mini teaser plate. With that, it then links into your mission statement. Back in Jumpstart Session 1, we talked about the mission statement being your mission is to help them protect and maintain the value of their greatest asset, which is their home. That mission statement, the reason why I drill it into you is because it gives you leverage. It gives you leverage. It opens the door of communication to say, hey, I just saw an article in my newsletter. I thought of you, thought you might be interested. I want to make sure I brought it to your attention. Boom. Because again, let's talk about the pieces of the puzzle. Agents need to stay top of mind to the client. The client is not going to buy or sell just because you sent them a really cool postcard or a really cool newsletter or a really cool something. The purpose of marketing your business is to stay top of mind when the day comes that they realize their home no longer meets their needs. Marketing 101. Just as McDonald's or any other restaurant continually markets themselves so that they are top of mind when you decide you're hungry, thirsty, or need a break. Okay, you're starting to see where all these connect. So your mission statement gives you the foundation and the leverage to be able to communicate with them without feeling like you are bugging them, because that is probably the most common complaint back I hear from agents. Well, I don't call because I feel like I'm bugging them. Well, yeah, you are. If all you're calling is going, hey, you ready to buy or sell? You ready to buy or sell? Who do you know that's ready to buy or sell? Yes, you are bugging out of them. So stop it. That doesn't work. Hasn't worked in 20 years. Why do you think it's going to start working now? So we throw that one out and we come back with a better mission statement. Again, the mission is to help them protect and maintain the value of their greatest asset, which is their home. You now have the leverage to carry that conversation anywhere and to open the door, and then you don't feel like you're bugging them because you're now able to say, hey, I just posted a new free report on my website. Just wanted to make sure you knew about it. And when you get a minute, if you're interested, this is the topic, go check it out. That's that tap, tap, tap little commercial, reminding them that you are still there and that you are in the real estate business. Don't get any more simplistic than that. So my favorite of all favorites is a good newsletter. And in my early days here with Samson, I promoted a newsletter that I had used for 100 years. Yeah, I'm almost that old. That I leveraged that puppy and I cried all the way to the bank. So the newsletter was a great concept, and I loved this particular one. When our marketing department was growing, and I came to them and I said, wait a minute, why are we promoting a third party home warranty newsletter? Why can't we create one of our own? And Heather says, brilliant idea. There you go. So her and I together pulled together I'm going to say the categories of the 4 articles. We have a Samson little box of spotlight information. We also have, oh, I got one right here. I'll pull it up. Boom. So we have it where there's a little spotlight about Samson. We have a featured vendor information of the month. It could be on title. It could be on home warranties. It could be on lending. So it's one of our featured vendors. It goes here. And then there's basically 4 articles in the newsletter and then your information down here. Okay. Now, we have the 2025 roster already mapped out. So they have it into their, we call them the Keebler elves that are helping, put it all together. So they're going to pull it together and they're going to have them. I have asked that whenever possible, our newsletters are available by the 15th of the previous month for the upcoming month. That gives our agents plenty of time to, get it, customize the top, and be good to go. Okay. So the only thing that you need to know to update the newsletter is, do you have your photo? Do you know your name? Can you spell it? Don't laugh. I've seen it. Okay. Do you know your email address? Can you type it correctly? Don't laugh. No laughing. No laughing. Every single time we do an online registration, there is always at least one, if not more, that when we send an email blast out to them over something bounces back that it's an incorrect email. The agent put their email information in there. So I'm just saying, that's why we say don't laugh. Do you know your phone number? And can you type it without, inverting a number or putting a wrong number in? Seen that done too. Can you and do you know your website address? And please tell me that you even have your website awake. Okay. Those are the 5 things you need to know. Name, phone, email, website, and your photo. That's all. Everything else pretty much is going to be built in for you. Now, on the newsletter, one of the decisions you get to make as you go into our Cardinal Nest, into resources, retrieve it, and fill in the blanks, if you will, is do you want to put the month or the year or the summer, winter, spring, fall on there? If not, we chose not to put a date on there. And the reason why is because if you are going to use them in partnership with a pop by or a little gift item, we did not want them date stamped where after 30 days they were going to be useless for you. That is why we left the date or the season off of them. But you can create it, print them out, print a couple, 5 out, 10 out, have them at the ready with a little gift, and now you're ready to go. Then if you want the date on it for those that you're mailing out or emailing out, just go back and stick the date in there. You just add a block, add it in there, and you're good. Okay. So in a minute, I'm going to do a screen share with you and show you where some key things are that's going to help you with this. When we refer to a pop by or a pop by gift, again, in the first page of the instructions, not the actual newsletter, but the instructions that come from marketing, it gives you 1 or 2 ideas of a pop by gift that tie into an article that is in that issue of the newsletter. You don't even have to think anymore. Okay. So this particular one had oh, this is a cool article. How do you know you found the one? Buying a home. Yep. All right. So that was a good article. That's why we kept it. But one of the articles in this one was about the benefits of journal writing. Again, there's no date on here. All your information is here. So if you wanted to use that, which is again an easy one to do, print them out. And I just went to Five Below. It was either Five Below or the dollar store sometimes have them. Then this is just a cute little springy looking journal. Five Below's, it was $5. And then I found this cute little tulip pin. And so with that, put the little ribbon around it, printed the newsletter. This slides right in. And there you go. You got it. Now, gentlemen, if you're going, okay, this is too foofy for me, not a problem. Because Five Below does and did, when I went in, have some that were brown, kind of a wood grain looking. So I got some of those. You can use just a basic Bic pen. You know, if you don't have any customized with your stuff yet, you can just use a basic Bic pen. You can buy those at, you know, any place. And instead of using the ribbon, try a bungee cord. At the dollar store and Five Below, they have the pack of the little mini bungee cords. There you go. I would be excited to get one with a bungee cord or a bow. I wouldn't care because we can all use bungee cords. So guys, if you're thinking, this isn't my style, we got options for you. Same concept, a little more manly. Okay, so you've got these. Let's say your target goal, and I'm going to say this quarter. I'm not even going to say this month or this week. You know, we encourage you to try to do 1 a week. But let's say you think, okay, I'm going to do 10 this quarter. It's about 1 a week. They give you a week off. You would get them prepped, get them ready. And when they are prepped and ready and are sitting on your desk or on your shelf or someplace where you got to look at them, I don't care if it's 5. When you've got them ready, it's going to be that reticular activator in your brain. Who can I give this to? I always had 1 or 2 in the car. Had some in my office. And if I was going out and about to run errands, I would always make sure that I had one or two at the ready that I could leave behind with someone. Even if they weren't part of my database yet, I'd leave behind. So here's what I want you to do. Think about where you have to go during the course of the week. Somewhere along the line, you are seeing another human being. There is nothing wrong with going, thank you so much. I mean, this could be left for a waitress or waiter. It could be left for someone at the grocery store because you just happen to have it in your purse as you're checking out. Just say, I always appreciate kind service. Just wanted to, let me leave this with you and little newsletter you can read later. You'll understand why the journal when you take a look at the newsletter. Okay, easy as can be. And again, each edition of the newsletter, we are giving you ideas of a drop off, pop by thank you gift that for less than $5, you can get them out. Okay. It's that little token that is above and beyond just a verbal thank you. So there you go. So there's an idea. And this is how you leverage the newsletter and you leverage your pop by ideas. Because I used to see agents all the time. They would like spin their wheels and I'm going to say waste a whole heck of a lot of time trying to think up ideas or Google ideas for pop buys. We're handing it to you. We're giving it to you. Leverage. There you go. I'm going to set that aside. All right. For most agents, I would rather have you give out a newsletter than a business card any day of the week. That business card for most people is going to get stuck in a purse or stuck in a pocket. They may not even look at it. And then at some point, it's going in the trash. Business cards are relatively cheap. I mean, you might as well just stand there with a trash can and the business card and say, do you want my business card? Okay, let me just throw it away for you. And you just stick it in the trash can yourself. Because that's where it's ultimately going to end up. The newsletter will stay in their hands much longer than a business card will. And when they take, I'm going to say 5 minutes to read it at their leisure, again, it's staying in their face and embedding into their being. A business card is 2 seconds. The newsletter is probably 5. Because again, there's 4 short, quick articles in there. There you go. Okay. Now, anytime I knew that I had to go somewhere, ask somebody something, pick up something, deliver something, I always stopped and asked myself, can I leave a newsletter behind? And I could tell you story after story after story of how I'd either go back and drop the newsletter off. Oftentimes, Dollar Tree for $1.25. You can get these cute little dishes, plastic, put the little, butterscotch individually wrapped candies in them, or the individually wrapped lifesavers in them, available at the dollar store. You can put saran wrap over it if you want. If the bowl is big enough and you've put those little snack containers and stuff of, like the cheese and crackers and that type of stuff, you can fold your newsletter and stick those in the bowl as well, the candy or the goodies in the middle, and drop it back off. Let me tell you a couple personal stories of how I've used that. Years ago, my sister, who is disabled, I needed to go down once a month when I was in San Diego and pick up her pain medication, which was a controlled substance. So, needless to say, they could not just, the prescription could not be called into the pharmacy. I had to pick it up, deliver it to the pharmacy, they'd get it refilled, and then I was back on my way again. So they knew because I had to come down every month. So what I did was I started getting the little lifesavers or the little peppermints or the little individually wrapped whatevers, put it in the bowl, put my newsletters in, and I would bring it to them where they could put it in the break room or in the back. They loved it. I came in one day and they said, "Oh, you're in real estate, right?" And I said, looked at my name badge, went, "Mm-hmm." And they kind of giggled. It just so happened they had a new nurse that was joining their team from an outskirts area and needed to move into the San Diego area. And then a little while later, it dawned on them, wait, they have a doctor that's coming in that needed to buy in the area too. So yeah, I had to help them. I mean, come on. It's like, what do they think I am, a real estate agent? But just because I'm thinking ahead of planting that gentle little seed. So there you go. All right. But when you stop and think about it, there is multiple ways and multiple places that you can leave behind a newsletter. Now, I'll even share one more crazy one with you. I was teaching this class in San Diego, and one of the gals who was crazier than I was took them, did the trifold on them, fold them in half this way, and put a post-it note on the inside with just a smiley face on it. She folded them, went to not only the libraries, but went to the local bookstore, like the Barnes and Noble and the, Books a Million or whatever was in the area. Went over to the real estate book section for sale by owner for dummies and stuck one of these in each of the books about 5 to 10 pages in. Can't make this up. She got a call one day, and the guy had bought the book for sale by owners for dummies, thought he was going to do it himself. He gets about 10 pages into the book and is thinking, this doesn't sound like it's as easy as I thought it was going to be. And so he finds her newsletter in there with a smiley face and just started laughing. Called her and said, lady, if you are this creative in your marketing, I can't imagine the creativity you're going to pull to market my house. I was going to do it myself, but I think I need to talk to you. When can you come over? It was close to a $900,000 home. She got the listing, sold it, and yes, had some fun with creativity as well. What did it cost her to print these? Most of the time, nothing, but there you go. All right. Okay, one other piece in the how to best use this and leverage this. Let me just share with you. Samson offers you 2 platforms. There is the 4-page, which again, you can customize that one as well. You can, add stats in. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with it. If the skill set is there for you to do it, or when the skill set gets to where you want to do something like that, absolutely. You can have them printed out and you can hand them out. You can have the print department mail them. They're $1.50 to have one printed and mailed out. That being said, if you are looking at, I'm going to say roughly 200, that's $350. That may not be in everyone's budget right now. I'm okay with that. If it's not in your budget, we got other options for you. I never want someone to go bankrupt just trying to spend money on stuff. Now, I do know some agents that customize their newsletter. They do have it mailed out to their 200 in their sphere. She committed to doing it for 2 years. She said the first 9 to 12 months, she'll admit, was a little, white knuckling because she had to put it, on the credit card and then pay it down. But she says about 9, 10, 11, 12 months, she started picking up responses and responses and responses and responses till now she now dominates that footprint because it took time for people to get it monthly to realize that she was the go-to source. Okay. Now she says, I've gotten caught up on what I put on the credit card. And now I just know that that's part of my monthly budget is to send those out, and people love them. She said, now the mistake is she happened to be on vacation, didn't get it out the first of the month. And she got people calling her going, did I miss it? I haven't seen your newsletter yet, because she customizes the front page to go with the community and the footprint that she's in. Now, yes, she mails a lot of them out, but then she gets about 50 as well and tries to hand them out to broaden her base as well. So again, that is one way that the 4-page can be used. I want to focus more on the 2-page, one sheet of paper, 2 sides, grab and go. The only downside with this, I will tell you, the print center does not have the machine that will fold, tape, and label and print print on the newsletter to go out. It is a special set of machinery that does the trifold and the tape label on it. When you are mailing something like this without an envelope, the post office will not allow you to staple it. If they see a staple in it, it's going to rip their hands up, jam in the machines, and they will gather them up and send them back to you. So there you go. Now, as we all know, postage rates go up. So we have made it where when you go into Cardinal Nest, into resources, and download this and customize it, you can save it in one of two main platforms. And I would recommend that you save it in both. You're going to save it as a PDF. The PDF is a Word document that now has been frozen, that the average person cannot make changes on it. So it's a PDF. We've all seen them. We've all heard about that. The other platform I would recommend you saving it as is what's known as a JPEG. A JPEG, in case you don't know, is the equivalent of a photo, which then allows you to insert the photo into an email. That's the difference. A PDF, you would attach it. The JPEG, you can insert it into the actual email so it comes out as a photo. Okay, does everybody got that one? All right, good, thank you. All right, let me see if I can do a screen share. So hang on just a second with me. Let me see if I can do a screen share. Let me see what I need to do. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Hang on a second for me. I want to see. Let me see if this is going to let me move it over. Sorry. Little, okay. Let me shut a couple of these down real quick. Oh, I don't shut that one yet. Cancel, because I'm not done with it. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Let me come. Can you see my website screen at this point? Yes or no?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Let me stop the share. And then I'm going to come back to the share. Now, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So if you're looking, again, this is my website, lynnhamilton.samsonproperties.net. Here's what I want to show you. On the Agent Resource Center, which I think by now I'm hoping that you know that I created for all of you. You, our Samson agents, are my SOI. There you go. You will be creating your website to talk to and communicate with your SOI. and your marketing pillars or specialties, but mine is created for you, our agents. So under the Agent Resource Center for you, I've got bonus handouts with here. I've got how-to instructions. What I want you to do is when you get a chance to go in and poke around on this. On in here, I know I added it. If not, I will re-add it. Here we go. Newsletters, where to find them in the Cardinal Nest. Click there, and it's going to give you the instructions or the screenshot or the video of exactly where to go find it. Okay, I'm going to go back. If you need to customize your name on the newsletter, the title of it, there it is right there. Boom. Newsletter, the next one down, where to find the grab and go 2-page newsletter and how to customize it quick and easy. We're going to do a download there. And again, these are less than 10 minutes to give you step-by-step visual follow along instructions. One of the things that I will make sure that I add back in there, which I thought I had on there, how to instructions. Let me go to handouts. Let me see, because I thought I'd put it on. Question letter absentee owner schedule. Nope, I guess I hadn't. I will put that on as soon as we finish this call. We have created screenshot by screenshot in walking you through how the instructions of how to download the newsletter, which comes through on Canva. I literally show you each screen with an arrow that says 1, you click here, 2, you click here. When you're done with that, it'll take you to the next screen. You click 1, click 2, and it literally walks you through methodically so you can customize the newsletter just like that. Once you've done it once and follow the instructions, and I've had the instructions checked by various agents who are non-tech savvy and who have found that it was spot on and perfect. So let me see if I can do a quick screen share again with you. Hang on a second. Let me see if this is going to let me do this. Hold on, please. We're going to open. Yes, I can sing. Where do I have it? Bear with me a sec. Bear with me. And of course, I can't put my finger on it immediately. Okay, I will get that done. I'm going to stop sharing. But the instructions literally are step by step. I'm going to put it, because it's in Cardinal Nest under resources, I'm going to put it on my website as well. And it's the how to customize your newsletter. Trust me. Print it out and then follow the instructions step by step. And then you'll go, oh, wow, that was easy. In less than about 10 minutes. I'm going to give you 15 and you'll have it done. Once you follow the instructions a couple times, then you go, oh, well, shoot. And within 5 minutes from step 1, you will be able to go into Cardinal Nest, into resources, pull the newsletter, download it, customize it, fancy smancy it up, and within 5 minutes, you will have your future editions ready to go. That's all the time it takes. I know it looks daunting sometimes from the beginning, but you know what? We've tried to simplify it for you. Also, in the bonus handouts, I have included a list of different titles that you could use on your newsletter. So I'm just going to show you a couple of them real quick. This one says protecting your home. And again, the articles in there pertain to protecting your home. This one is what's popping around the neighborhood. There you go. That's an idea on that list. Keeping your home in tip-top shape. Articles in here are again to help you protect and maintain the value of your greatest asset, which is your home. Boom, there you go. Can't get any easier than that. This one is good to be home. Again, different font, different color. Here's one, making your house a home. And here's some that I left, because we had kind of started it with the Samson Sentinel, but I've changed the color font on it. And you can literally, with a click of a button, we show you how to change the font or the color of the font that's up there. So again,
how often do you change the newsletters?
What I would do.
No, I mean, 2025 starts.
The title on it?
No, the content. Do you change it annually?
You don't have to. You do not have to change the content. We change the content every month.
Every month.
Every month. Okay.
So January 2025 and January 2024 are not the same.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Really, that is really good to learn. Hi, I'm Tafia. Sorry.
Hi.
I found one on Cardinal Nest, but it was from Donnie.
The 4-page?
Yes.
Don't want that one yet. I don't want you starting there. I want you to start with the 2-page grab and go.
Okay, because it was very daunting to get the 4-page together. How do I combine the 4-page into one PDF to send? And I'm glad you said that. So your content is also in Cardinal Nest. Because I sent that out on the 1st of what are we in April? I sent it out first. I sent it out April 1st to my SOI. But now I know May would have one and it's going to be 2 pages.
Yeah, I would again, most of us are kind of in this, okay, where do I start moment? I would absolutely rather have all of you starting with it's called the 1-page, it's called grab and go. It may be labeled pop by press.
I would prefer the 1-page, to be honest.
Absolutely. Because again, you can print it, you can leverage that a lot easier. You can email it real easy. And even for my friend here that's not using Bold Trails or Lofty, you in the screen next to me, you can still email those out through your Gmail.
Thank you for that.
Just saying. Okay. So again, what I'm going to do, what I'd like to do? I'd like to do another class, literally letting you watch my screen, but I would need you to have the instructions printed out so you can follow along and realize it's not that difficult. It is not that difficult. And again, I'm the non-techie one, so I want it broken down into a kindergarten level. I want screenshot with arrows. Where do I click first? Where do I click second? So even just getting the written instructions, in my opinion, is not good enough, because then you spend half your time searching the screen trying to find out where that is at. That's why I give you the screenshot with the arrows and the instructions. Say step 1, click here. Step 2, click here. Go on to the next. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, again, once we get off, literally within 2 minutes, I will have the step-by-step instructions of creating your grab and go 2-page newsletter up on my website, on the agent resource, the how-to. Go there, get it, print it out, and then walk through it one time. And then email me that said, yes, I did it. And this was friggin' awesome. Lynn, you rock. You are the best. You are spoiling us to no end, that kind of stuff. Okay. Because I want you to see how easy it is and that is not that daunting. Okay. Dawn, I see you got your hand up. What you got?
Hi, Lynn. How are you?
Hi, I'm
Good
good.
afternoon to everybody. I'm sorry I jumped on a little bit late, but I know you probably addressed this earlier, but just can you speak to why this is effective? And because I pretty much focus on probate sales, and so I'm normally reaching out to an audience where they just have an immediate need and you either meet it or you don't. But
Mhm.
how this might help me with
First off, probate sales. I did them a lot. I love them. Please tell me that at some point you have listened to or have found the estate probate classes that I've done. If not, please email me and I
Okay.
will also make sure I'll send you over the link. But also, we have a whole packet, a whole booklet called Where Did Grandma Hide It? That's available for probate. It is priceless. Okay.
Okay.
So want to
Okay.
make sure that you're got
Is
all the
that on?
tools.
Okay, and that's on Cardinal's Nest as well?
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Um, the video is in Samson University, where all the videos are at. The handout should be there. If it's not, let
Okay.
me know. I will send it to you. Our marketing department is actually working on creating the whole template.
Mhm.
So it'll come through in Canva. You just customize your information on it and it's good to go.
Love
Okay.
it.
It's only taken, that has developed out over 10 years. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah. And when
Okay.
I came here, I pulled a group of agents together that were specializing in that is their specialty. And
Yeah.
we worked on this for 6 months to build
Wow.
it out.
No, this was
So now
available.
you've got
Great.
something to go to an attorney with and say, oh, by the way, when you hire me to help your clients, this is what I provide them. No, you're not getting it because you would copy it. You don't tell them that, but that's what you're thinking. But
Right.
you let them know what's in there. Anyway, been there, done that. We've already got it mapped out for you. Do not reinvent the wheel. If
Love it.
there's any specialty that any of you have that you're working on, know that we probably already
That's
have
good.
mapped it out to the nine. So there you go.
That's
All right.
perfect.
So, but back to the reason of using the newsletter. The people that you're dealing with, I mean, you're not just dealing with one person when you're doing probate. There's the family, and a lot of them are around or the neighbors. The newsletter should be handed out first before your business card gets handed out.
Okay.
Okay. We are doing some special editions of the newsletters, which will be available soon. Again, they're behind the scenes being worked on. And I may actually add one on there of how to work within the probate and tips that are for probate.
That's
And so
great.
the 4 articles in there would be just on estate liquidation and probate.
Love
Okay.
it.
So when you think about your regular sphere, you want to stay top of mind because I'm sorry, you may be that at the moment, but in the long run, you are not all that in a bag of chips and they're not going to remember you. When 80 to 87% of consumers said they would use their agent again if they ever heard from them, those are pathetic numbers.
I
Okay,
see.
but it's been that way forever in a lifetime. Most agents come in flying by the seat of their pants, flash in the pan. They're not thinking they have a business. They're looking for a quick check and do nothing really to build their business out. Okay. McDonald's, have you ever heard of them?
Yes.
Okay. Have they been around for a long time?
Yes.
Do they still advertise?
Yes. No,
Marketing.
they don't. Well, not really.
McDonald's, yeah, McDonald's
McDonald's
drive through,
advertise.
they
Crazy.
still
They
advertise.
advertise
Do they
crazy.
still advertise? Okay.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Again, the
Maybe
reason they
I don't eat at
advertise,
McDonald's, so maybe that's why I don't notice.
yeah, on the radio. But the
Okay.
reason they still advertise is because they want to be top of mind when you decide you need a break, a drink, a restroom off the freeway because you've been sitting on the freeway for 3 hours,
That's true.
or something to eat. So that is why all brands still advertise. This is marketing 101. This is basic marketing concept 101. You've got to stay top of mind. So when the day comes that their home no longer meets their needs, you are top of mind for them. Okay, that's why.
That's
All
good.
right, let me go back over here to I'm going to probably mispronounce this. It's a beautiful name, Tafia.
Oh, wow, you pronounced it correctly.
Did I
Thank
get
you.
it? Okay, I'm always so embarrassed when I chop up somebody's name, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they chop it up real good, but you did it good. So I'm newer to Samsung, like it's like 3 months now.
nice.
So I want to get this real straight. You telling me that I don't have to go and make my own newsletter or other marketing things. I just go in with sources and customize what's already there. Damn. Okay.
Did you just say
Thank you.
damn?
Sorry.
No, I'm
Uh,
gonna, yeah, I wanted to make sure we all heard it because that's what I would have said. Well, damn. Okay. Not
Yeah.
only, okay, not only do we have newsletters for you, we have free reports. We have postcards for your geo farming, identifying the homeowner, the absentee owner, or the renter. Not only that, but we have a library of 30 grab and go blog posts that are ready to go for if you want to activate your blog on your website. Now, can we just all say damn together?
Um, damn.
Is that like friggin' awesome or what?
It is awesome because before I would spend hours and hours trying to put content together to stay relevant, as you say, to remind people, hi, I'm in real estate. Do you remember me? And it is very time consuming.
Yeah, it is. It's time consuming. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a waste of your time. And I know that there's a few exceptions. And I see one on the call today. He does a knock it out of the park, amazing 4-page newsletter every month. And it's a it is impressive looking. It is color branded for him. It is absolutely amazing. But that is a skill set that he has. And then he
Right.
gets it out. So for most of you, I want you to grab and go with the one that we've got. And you knew who I was talking about. And but grab and go with the one that's available. Don't overthink it. The best use of your time is to grab that little sucker and go out and meet someone for coffee. You are
Am-
better face to face. And again, remember, you are staying top of mind because of what you're sending out.
Right.
But what you're sending out is not going to go, oh, this is really cool. Honey, let's go ahead and sell the house because this is awesome. No, people will sell, especially in this market. We're not at a 2% interest when the home no longer meets their
Your need.
needs. This is why I start shoving that down your throat in Jumpstart Session 1. And in every other class we attempt to do, I make sure that you got that. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me go over to Sammy. I see you got your hand up as well. Where are
Yes,
you at on my screen?
hi, Lynn.
Hi.
Hi. I just have a question about printing out the newsletter at home and mailing it out. Where exactly you supposed to put the name and the addresses and the staples? Like,
Yeah.
should you put it in an envelope
I would
or
put it in an envelope. For right
okay?
now, I would put it in an envelope and I would mail some of them out for a couple of months. And then I would follow up and say, hey, Sammy, it's Lynn, your favorite realtor. I hope that you've been enjoying the newsletters I've sent. Let me ask you a question. I can email these to you. Would you like to get them by email or do you prefer to still get them by mail?
Okay.
Okay. And then if they say, oh, email's fine, great. Let me just double check that I've got your current email address. You double check, you add them in, and you can hashtag them or flag them to get newsletter and you can track it. Okay. Yeah, because postage can get expensive. And so the fact that we have the ability to email them, that was when I then would ask, which would you prefer? I know I've emailed them to you for the last couple of months. Do you still want them by email, or would you like to get them by, I've mailed them for the last couple of months. Would you like to get them by email or still by mail? Your call.
Okay. Now, when we are sending it via email, and you mentioned using the JPEG, so is it an attachment or does it expand on the email body itself?
Okay. On a JPEG, because it is a photo,
Mhm.
that photo of the newsletter can be embedded right into the email body.
Okay.
If you've got it saved in just a PDF, that has to be attached.
Okay.
Some people like having it attached because they'll just, an intro in the body and whatever else. Others say, no, I want it embedded in. That's why I tell agents to save them in both formats, because you can always come back and leverage that newsletter. Let's say you just got to know Kevin and Dawn, and you thought, oh, there was an article a couple of months ago about this or this. Think of them. You can go back, retrieve it, print out one copy, send it off to them with, hey, I saw this article, thought of you, wanted to share it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Where are we on our time? We're getting down to the end. I know this is a lot. I have already pre-recorded various sessions in Samson University about newsletters, about leveraging newsletters. I mean, there's so much down the road that you can do with that newsletter for maximum leverage and, strength and pop. But I wanted to make sure, because I knew a lot of you were new in this category, to make sure that you understand, it's there for you. We've given the instructions of how to create it. Go download instructions first, print them out, follow the instructions, get it done, and then go, woo, that was easy. Damn, I'm good. And then go on to the next. Okay. So we talk about time blocking. Because if you say, oh, I'll get to it, or someday I'll do it, someday is not a day of the week. In case y'all didn't know that. Okay. Someday, yeah. If someday ever becomes a day of the week, we are in big trouble. So when we get done, look at your calendar and say, okay, when do I have 30 minutes that I can go block off to get the instructions and to custom my first 1 or 2 newsletters and have it done? Date, time, put on their newsletter. There you go, and go tackle it. Okay. Kevin, you've been around for a while in this industry, and I saw you doing, the happy dance with me. Any additional thoughts, comments for the gang?
Nah, you were killing it. Yeah, and I've only had my license for about 2 weeks, but I tell you, I think everything I know about real estate I learned from you. So, and everybody on this call needs to realize how blessed they are, because what do you get, like $1,000 an hour to have this conversation with people that are not at Samson Properties? So, that newsletter is one of the best ideas. You talked about the fact that, you need to hand it to people. You get, and it's way better retention than your business card. They pitch your business card. I mean, they don't pitch mine because mine are folded in half and I win the raffle prizes. But that newsletter knocks it out. And I have spent generations trying to create my own. And then Samson comes along, you click. I love it. I wish
Business
they
card
were
usually
licensed
go
in.
down by the seat. The business cards slide down the seat, the driver's seat. You know that place you can barely get your hand to? That's where the business cards go down by the car seat.
Absolutely. That, or they go in my purse and I end up sticking my gum in them.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the
gosh.
ones with no pictures on them get thrown in the trash immediately. So, you've gotta do whatever you can to differentiate yourself from others and to make everybody believe that you are the one that they want to keep their hands on. So my business card again, folded over. It doesn't fit in a normal business card thing. I know most of you don't know what a Rolodex is, but it just doesn't fit. And so they can't throw it away. I've had people call me 10 years later and say, I found your card in my drawer. But that's the same thing with those trifolds. Those trifolds, they can't throw them away. And again, Lynn said it best. You can spend a fortune having other companies do all this stuff, or click and shoot. You're done at Sampson Properties. Just do it.
Yeah, just
And
do it.
carry them around in your car and hand them to people you see on the street. You're driving in the neighborhood. You want to be the mayor of your neighborhood. So go sit down at the coffee shop and talk to everybody that comes in and give them your newsletter and say, you know what, I'm applying for a job. So, hey, can I help you? That kind of thing.
Yeah. And
All
that's
right.
excellent. That is excellent. No,
Mhm.
thank you, Kevin. And for those that do not know Kevin, Kevin and I go way back. We're both originally from San Diego. That was where I met him, and that was a long time ago. And for those that do not
65.
know, as you see on his screen, it has his name in JD. That stands for juvenile delinquent, not Juris Doctorate. And Kevin's been around this industry for what, 40 years?
1979, before most everybody in this call was born.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
So
me.
I love to tap into Kevin's additional words of wisdom as well. So if you want to jump off, you can. For those that are new to Sampson and new to this platform, let me just take a moment with you to reassure you that we've got you. We've already got everything you need to be successful. I want you to go take a look at my website. I want you to see what's on there. And again, this is putting the pieces of the puzzle of your business together. If you have not gone through Jumpstart, if I could get down on my knees and beg and like a lady get back up again, I would get down and beg that you go through Jumpstart. Jumpstart is only 83 tips, techniques, and tools that you need to have put together in order for the foundation of your business. Without having all those things, you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. And I have spent too many years and over 6,000 agents that I've helped educate and train in this industry. And I got tired early on. I got tired of seeing agents coming in going, what do I grab first? What do I grab next? What do I grab next? What do I grab next? Only to run around to exhaustion. I have worked for the first 18 months that I was with Sampson creating the learning trails. We built out the platform. So I'm going to ask you to please start with Jumpstart. They're designed to go in order, sessions 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you are a seasoned agent or coming back into the industry and have not been with Sampson before, I'm still going to ask you as a seasoned agent to go back and listen to those. And you would ask yourself, okay, so you listen to one thing, you stop and you go, am I doing that? If I am, how well am I doing that? When was the last time I updated it? Can I make it any better? And if you can honestly say, no, it is perfect, then move on to the next piece of the puzzle. When you get done with Jumpstart, now I know what you know, and we've got a foundation, we've got the sidewalls, and we've got the roof ready to go on. Other than that, I can't build your business with you without having the foundation down. So that is why Jumpstart is so critical and is so valuable. Donnie said one time, a couple years ago, if he could make Jumpstart mandatory, he would. For any agent, new, returning, or a seasoned agent, he would make it mandatory. I know that some mentors and within the mentee program, they are trying to make it mandatory. Because again, you are asking us and asking me to help you build out your business. I take that seriously. And I want to make sure that I'm giving you the 10 years and $30,000 I've invested into background marketing, sales, and everything to give you the best of the best. Because for those that don't know, I'm going to tell you what works, what doesn't work, and why. It's kind of the cut the crap, get to the bottom line mentality. So that's why I always ask, do I have your permission to be blunt and honest with you? Tell you what you need to know and not always what you want to hear. So with that, just know that it comes with love as well. But again, you've asked me to help you build out your business. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing that. But this is where I need you to start. So that's my plug for the day. Again, if you've not gone through Jumpstart, please do so. Email me anytime you've got a question. Email me and just, keep me posted. Let me know, hey, I've just finished Jumpstart session 1. Oh my God, this was amazing. And when I have agents who have been in this business 10, 20, 30 years, go through Jumpstart and come back to me and go, oh my God, I didn't know that. I was never taught that. This is amazing. We here at Samson are doing something right. So I want you all to succeed to whatever your level of success is, but I want to make sure that you're running your business effectively and efficiently as well. So, okay. All right, my friends. Let me go upload that how-to instructions.
Sorry,
for
Lynn.
the-
Sorry, Lynn. Just
Yes, Matt, go
about
ahead.
Jumpstart. Is it on Samson University or is it on your website?
It is in Samson University. For 2025, we have redone it. So you're looking for the 2025 Samson Jumpstart. When you go into Samson University, you should be able to search it and bring it up. And
Okay.
the handouts that go with each session should be just below the video. If not, they are on my website under handouts. They're right there, the first batch. Okay? Does that help?
Okay. Yep.
Any
Is
any
it 4
questions?
courses?
Yes, it's 4 sessions.
4 sessions.
Yeah, and they are designed to be done in order.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So,
Thank
right.
you. Thank you. You're a
All
wealth of
right.
knowledge.
oh, thank you, thank you. All right, my friends, with that, I got some work to do before our 2:30 session coming up here in a few minutes. So go catch your breath. Go check out the instructions. See if you actually, let's double dog dare you. Go ahead and see if between now and 2:30, you can get one issue of a newsletter downloaded and done based off the instructions and report back at 2:30 and tell me you got it. All right.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Come on,
Go
Top
enjoy.
Tia, get it
Thank you,
done.
Lynn.
Go get
Thank
it
you,
done.
Lynn.
I'll be back
I'm
with
on
you.
it, Sarah.
Do it.
Yep, do it.
You know,
Do
I'm
it,
on
do it, do
right
it.
now.
It's Din Din. Do it now. On your mark, get set, go.